The English voice would be playing, but then there would be a Japanese voice over that. And I'm like, I'm hearing two different voices, and this is really annoying. And I'm trying to understand what the English is saying, but I can't help but reading the subtitles.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Anime Summit podcast. It is me, Dannie. Sam's not here because she's a little butt-faced, but with me I have Nick.
I've become a prisoner of chilling out.
Okay. Well, anyway.
If anybody's on the Discord, they also know that. Because all I do is post massage videos on our Discord.
Of course you do. Because
like, look at this guy getting suplexed.
I don't
that
want
feels
to watch.
Great.
I don't want to watch. No thanks.
Yeah, Dannie, that's what you do. That's like your job.
I do that for a living, yes.
You would get triggered by everything. You'd be like, no!
Just go get one.
That's not the right oil!
Just go get one. That's all I was going to say.
Yeah, I'm a watcher, not a doer, okay?
Yeah, well, self-care. So, but anyway, yeah, no, Sam's not here. She's a little bit down in the dumps, so we decided it'd be best for her to just take a little health week for her. Treat yourself. Get you some nail polish and do your nails. Get some nice makeup. Get a glass of wine.
I thought you were going to suggest to drink the nail polish. I was like, oh, God. Now you got a real problem to cry about.
No, don't drink the nail polish. Don't do that.
I wonder how much of that would be like really harmful. Probably not much.
I don't know, and I don't want to find out.
Yeah, I don't really want to know either.
So
I was doing a lot of painting this weekend, so yeah, that's why I'm thinking of drinking paint.
Great, awesome.
It's a forbidden snack. Shout out to Forbidden Snacks on Reddit.
Lovely. But yeah, so it's just me and Nick today. And for our topic, we're gonna do some Patreon recommendations. A while back, Quokka posted a little survey thing for you Patreons to give us some shows for us to watch. And we finally looked through all of them, and we picked 3 of them. We picked Tonkatsu DJ Agetaro, and Alien 9 and Bartender. So
yep, this was like our we did it because like we could get these 3 done in one sitting,
at least for the most part.
We kind of just picked based on like show length. Like
for now, right, yeah, until like
these ones are gonna be easy to do.
until like we can plan a little bit better and then watch more longer shows. Because there's definitely a lot of shows on the Rex sheet that I do want to watch. So
I think I've seen a good number of them too.
And possibly even rewatch, because I even saw like Princess Tutu, and I was talking to Kai about it earlier, how I needed to rewatch Princess Tutu. So, but yeah, but we will be right back after this.
Hey everybody, it's Sam from Anime Summit here, and I'm here to talk to you about matcha tea from tpaz.com. This matcha is harvested from Uji, Japan, and is certified organic matcha. It's a healthy and organic stress reliever, cognitive boost. It's full of antioxidants and full of natural caffeine to wake you up in the morning. Go to tpaz.com and use anime at the checkout to get 20% off. Or you can go to matcha.animesummit.net and it'll auto-apply the coupon for you. Matcha tea at tpaz.com.
Alrighty, check that out. Links.animesummit.net. No new Patreons, but that's okay. And we also
old patrons, make sure that you submit a show request.
Yes.
On our patron sheet.
Current patrons, yep, do that.
Yep, because we got a few, and just feel free to submit another one. We can have Sam post another link in the Discord, or we could probably link it on the podcast thing too.
And on the Patreon website.
Or on that would make more sense. What am I?
Yeah, because not that many people who are patrons are probably on the Discord.
Yeah, the overlap is like we got some people there, some people elsewhere. It's all good.
Yeah, people everywhere. Everywhere. Anyway, all right, so listener question of the week comes from a Raging Aztec, which is our mod Ed. And he asks, what anime series needs more merch releases? So
Bartender. Just kidding.
God.
I have to look at my list. I didn't even see this question. I always forget to look at the listener question.
I scrolled through a couple of them. We should really delete, like unpin the ones that we've already done so we don't
I went through and unpinned a couple
those.
things, but there's more of them.
So, but I'd probably do more, like I'd want more Yaomushi pedal merch, especially like Nindoroids and stuff, because there are no Nindoroids.
Oh, they could have the little bicycles
pedals
on there. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would say like anything that's like pre-2010 or like anything from like 2000 to 2010. There's like a big just a void right there for a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of popular stuff too, but like Aria, that was the mid point of that area. Like that'd be kind of cool to have an Aria Nendoroid. Do they have an Aria Nendoroid? I should look that up, but I'm assuming they don't. Not to my knowledge.
I hope.
Yeah.
I mean, I know because of the new Fruits Basket, there's starting to become more merch that's coming out, especially figures, but I hope they do some Nendoroids for like Kyo and Yuki and Toru and all the other Zodiacs and stuff, because that'd be really amazing. And I'd buy the shit out of that.
They need a new thing to sell in order to make merch, and they got to find whoever holds the rights to all that crap.
Yeah.
So a lot of the old anime, it's like
true.
Realistically, you're not going to get merch for something from like 1983.
Yeah. Oh,
unless
yeah,
you find,
for
like,
sure.
Just like super old stuff that you have to buy on eBay or something. But like new stuff, you're not going to get really.
That probably costs
unless it's Dragon Ball, but like.
Yeah. Costs like a lot of money for that and all. So, but yeah, thanks, Ed. Give us some more questions because we're slowly running out.
I did see an Aria painting at Anime Expo 2017, like on you know how they paint anime on cars?
Oh yeah.
Somebody did one with Aria. I'm like, wow, this is random. Fucking awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
Because usually it's like the really popular shows, and Aria's not like, it's not that popular. But.
When I went to Comic-Con up in New York, they had some live painters, but they weren't painting a car, but they were like painting these huge canvases and stuff during the 3-day or like the 4 days that Comic-Con was being held. And that was pretty cool to see. So.
I heard they're still holding that this year.
Oh.
Maybe I don't know if I read the right article, but I'm like, that seems safe. All right.
Whatever. Just be safe out there if you decide to go. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, all right, let's get on with our waifu and husbando. Nick, you want to tell the listeners what our waifu and husbando
are? Yes, as I read the sheet. All right. Okay, well, the waifu is Kasumi from Alien 9. And the husbando is Agetaro from Tonkatsu DJ Agetaro. That's an easy one. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's no waifu in Bartender. There's like just a couple of random girls and like there's no characters in Bartender.
Literally irrelevant aside from the bartender. So yeah,
they're all like one-shot characters for them, like mostly.
Yeah. I did.
Alien 9, it's like let's just pick like the 12-year-old. Like, so what, dude?
No.
That's the whole point of that show.
No.
The main girl who cries the whole time.
Oh, no. No, absolutely not. I couldn't stand her.
It's not actually a waifu, though. It's like best girl. You know, we should just rename this best girl, best boy, you know, but...
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, best girl and best boy. How about that? Okay, already changed. There we go. Anyway,
waifu is funnier because it makes you guys uncomfortable.
Well, anyway, all right, let's move on to our main topic. So, and... we're going to go in chronological order. So we're gonna start with Alien 9, and then Bartender, and then will be Tonkatsu DJ. So let's get started. So let's talk about Alien 9. I fucking hated it.
Mal didn't like it either. On my anime list, it has a 6.66 rating. It's the devil. Cute premise. This is a weird one.
It was a weird one. It really was. By the way, Patron Fruit Plant recommended this to us. Fruit Plant. I'm sorry
Top
that
3 Discord name, I think.
Literally sorry that I'm going to be shitting on your recommendation.
We're going to bully Fruit Plant. Danny's going to bully, and I'll be the good cop. I'll be like, it was at least a 5 out of 10.
Literally, I hated it.
Let's get to what it is, though.
All right.
So this is from 2001. It's an OVA from JC Staff, and it was 4 episodes, and it's based on a 3-volume manga, which I think was also suggested for our manga book club.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the manga was 98 to 99. I'm like, okay, I kind of want to read the manga now just to know what happens, because I don't think they finished. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, they had 3 volumes. Or maybe they finished? It felt a little unfinished.
So, you can actually find this OVA on YouTube, and at the last video, because on YouTube it's in 2 parts, so there's 8 videos, either 8 or 9 videos, I can't remember, but the very last video for episode 4, if you scroll down through the comments, some of them like give out spoilers on like for what happens at the end. But they also do, like, during the credits, they also show like what happens after what happens with Kasumi with that big ass alien thing.
The premise of Alien 9 is there's middle school students who are just starting it, and there's an alien invasion that's happening. I guess these aliens
for some odd reason
crash landing into the school grounds.
There's really no explanation on why these aliens are coming down.
And they have to use some of the aliens to help them fight. Like, they're called Borgs, which are basically head crabs from Half-Life.
Not only that, they look like toads.
Yeah, and they kind of sit on their heads like the card captor Sakura a little bit, or like the wings on their head or whatever. Does she have the thing on their head?
They all have the things on their head that...
Yeah, but a hat with wings on it?
Yeah, they all have wings. I'm looking at the cover art.
Captors or from something else, though, I'm thinking.
I don't even know, and I don't even care because it's all irrelevant.
So, yeah, they just have to, defend the school grounds from aliens, and they're, she's with her friends, and they are crying half the time.
Well, Yuri
the main girl is, yeah.
She's literally crying throughout the entire
She should be, too. She has to see all this fucking gore. She's watching TV, and the first thing she sees on TV is Alien. The guy's the stomach alien's bursting out. And she's like, oh!
The one thing
this is a very, disturbing anime, I would say.
It was just really weird. And I can deal with crybaby characters. But Yuri is a whole other thing. It was just nonstop crying. And, I was really hoping that, by her hanging out with her friends and, they had that birthday party and everything, they spent time together and all that kind of stuff. I was hoping that she would get some encouragement by looking at her friends, Kumi and Kasumi, with the whole, because Kumi and Kasumi, they just did what they had to do with just capture the aliens, and that's it. I was hoping Yuri would have been I should be more like them a little bit. Maybe I should try, instead of like fucking running away and crying, I should actually do something. And she didn't. Like,
no, she kind of does. She cries and then her hair grows out and she impales a bunch of aliens in a hamster, and it's fucking disturbing. It's really gory. This is a gory anime.
I don't think it was that gory. I've seen
well, okay, maybe not really gory,
worse.
but like I'm not used to it. I'm sheltered. Okay,
I'm sheltered.
It's too spicy.
I don't know. The plot didn't really make all that sense to me. Like I said,
it's like fully coolly. It's like it doesn't really make sense. It's just like they're going through puberty. That's what it is.
I wouldn't even compare it to
metaphor.
Fully though.
It's a big metaphor for puberty, though. I think.
No,
Probably.
It's a metaphor for like loneliness and everything like that. That's definitely
wrap that up in the same.
That's pretty much what the theme
candy wrapper
of it was loneliness and everything. So, but to me, like my big question is like, why are these aliens coming down from the sky, and like these three girls, like why do they have to capture these aliens? And first of all, why are they capturing them? Why aren't they just killing them?
Because so they can do experimentation on them, obviously.
But they didn't do any experiments. Yeah. And then there was that teacher, fucking Megumi. I had no idea why she was there. There was literally no explanation on why they had to fight these aliens in the first place. So I don't know.
I think this is one where you got to read the manga to get the full context of everything. But yeah, this is it was a very unsettling, that's a better word for it, because the music itself, like even when they're on the beach and like having fun, there's like this creepy music playing. I'm like, oh god, something's gonna happen.
Especially with the all happy-go-lucky opening that they had.
Yeah, and the characters are all like moe, like Madoka characters,
and no noses,
giant eyes. That's kind of the sign of
and big
the
ears.
early 2000s. Like a lot of characters looked like that. They had like the bug eye, like the key animation, like Clanad faces.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, this is like really like a product of the exact, like you could look at a picture of it and be like, yep, that's 2000. It's like late 90s. They have rollerblades.
Sure. Yeah, and I was a little upset about that too. Like these girls are on rollerblades, and they're I wanted to see a little bit more action, especially like with fighting these. If they have to fight these aliens and capture them, then I want to see a little bit more facade with them rollerblading and stuff like that. But they had very little screen time with that. I think they only showed them actually like fighting and rollerblading and stuff in the first like 2 episodes, I think.
Yeah,
and
I'm reading it on Mal. Apparently, these 4 episode OVA is half of. God, I said that sentence really bad. This OVA is only half of the manga. So there's 3 volumes. It covers the first 1.5 roughly. I mean, 3 volumes of manga is not that long. You could just read it.
It's really not.
I'm sure you could find them cheaply or find a scan somewhere or something. But I don't even know where you'd watch Alien 9. I don't think it's like streaming anywhere. It's on YouTube. There you go.
That's how we found it.
I don't know if it was popular or anything licensed anywhere. So just freaking go to YouTube.
Yeah. Nobody's
making money off it anyway. So, yeah, it is kind of like an interesting. It's like a less fun Fooly Cooly. Like Fooly Cooly is the much better version of this, in my opinion, and in probably 99% of people's opinion.
I don't even think it's even a coming of age story though.
This is girls versus the boy, but it is coming. It is like, well, you were saying like loneliness and like, yeah, it's that, and like they don't want to get left behind because the main girl is like basically getting left behind because the other girls are like growing up faster than she is, and she's all like still like a child. So yeah,
she's a fucking crybaby. God.
Look, sometimes you just got to slaughter some people, okay?
Grow a pair of balls.
Yeah.
And just kill those freaking aliens.
There's a lot of like what do you call it? Like sexual imagery too. Like a lot of mysterious fluids and liquids everywhere.
I was like, I wasn't even paying
Phallic
attention
shapes.
to that. I was just trying not
Yeah.
to like throw my laptop.
Yeah. Well,
Out the
Danny,
window.
it's all about the symbolism. All right. Hashtag
Yeah.
symbolism. I love how on Mal the first review is a 9, the second review is a 1.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you either really like it or it's the
Or
worst
you
thing
hate
ever.
it. Yeah.
Or you're Danny.
I did. I did enjoy. Actually, I kind of liked the 4th episode, like, because that's where the real meat of the action was. I was like, okay, great. Like, there's something happening. So, and I was real concerned that like Kasumi was gonna die. I was like, oh wow, fuck. Okay, she's like the best character out of all 3 of them, and now she's in trouble. So, but I did like the Borgs. Like, they were cool.
Yeah, they're kind of like a Pokemon or Digimon or something. I don't know. They reminded me of it. Head crabs.
A little
basically head
bit,
crabs,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Or like Parasite a little bit, like Migi.
Right, yes. Yeah. I would say more Parasite than like Pokemon or Digimon or anything like that, but yeah, I definitely liked the Borgs. I hated Megumi and like her whole reason why she was there. Like, she was useless. Yuri, honestly, like, she went up to her teacher and was all like, hey, I want to quit. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not cut out for this. And the teacher's
Danny's like, I want to
no.
quit too. I don't want to watch this.
Literally, I was like, I'm done. I don't want to watch this anymore because this is stupid. No offense, but I hated it.
So you weren't disturbed. You just didn't like it.
I just didn't know. I didn't like
okay.
it.
I was kind of
like,
disturbed. This was disturbing to me.
Okay. No, if you want disturbed, go fucking watch Devilman Crybaby. That's disturbing.
No, because that has like a real story. This like barely has a story. That's like more unnerving.
No, I
Plus,
no.
Devilman Crybaby is kind of funny sometimes. So, you know.
Maybe for you, because you have no soul. Like, you
No,
literally
Masaki
have no
Uesa's
soul,
stuff
though.
is funny. Sometimes I don't know.
Yeah, you have no soul because, you know, you're laughing at this disturbed, like, fucking heads on stakes and people are like huzzahing because they fucking killed these people and everything. That's disturbing, okay?
No, this one is
was not disturbing.
This is disturbing because like the death just happens like instantly to these like creatures, and like in real life that's what would happen is like something dies and you just fucking move on. Like it's gone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unceremonious.
But they didn't even kill them though. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yuri's Borg, like, because since the whole premise of the Borgs is because they can feel what you're feeling whenever you're wearing them, and when Yuri was faced with you know, some aliens that were coming at her, she wouldn't do anything, and she kept just saying that she was scared and she was crying and everything like that.
Yeah.
And then that's when like the Borg decided to act on its own and just kill the aliens. And Megumi even told Yuri, like, you can't be afraid or start like feeling that you're scared, because then the Borg will start acting on its own and
She's
just
12,
automatically
Danny.
killing them.
She's 12.
Then, okay, if they're 12, why are they fighting aliens then? Okay?
Because it's
How about
puberty
that?
metaphor. I already told you it's a puberty metaphor. Anyways, yeah, I get what they're going for with Alien 9. It just wasn't done as well as like the popular stuff like Madoka Magica and Evangelion
Yeah.
and Fooly Cooly, where it's like, okay,
Even
those
though-
have like a more thought out storyline and
Yeah.
like just the directing and you know, everything flows better, and the show doesn't have a good enough flow, you know.
Well, it
It's-
is 4
it's-
episodes also. So.
Yeah, but it's I mean, Fooly Cooly is only 6 episodes and it flows perfectly, but yeah, you know, so it is what it is. It looks, the animation is actually really good. This is by far the best animation of the 3 that we're going to review today. So, because it's no OVAs all had like pretty good
Yeah,
animation.
I would
'cause, like,
say.
it's basically a movie budget like for 4 episodes or close to it anyway, because you got a lot more time to animate them. But I don't know. Yeah.
So
what score would you give it?
I gave it a 4.
A 4. That's higher than I thought you'd give it. All right. I give it a 5.
There were, like I said, there were some parts that I did like.
Yeah.
But majority of it, I was just like, no, this is.
It was too unsettling for me. I don't really like this. It reminded me of like Boogie Pop Phantom, where there's like a lot of fluids.
So weird that you're like, this is unsettling when you go fucking watch Japan Sinks and starts hysterically laughing.
Yeah, Japan Sinks is normal though.
But that's still like a disturbing disaster though.
People aren't like throwing up all the time.
There's no gore. Like
it's mostly the fluids, like the liquids. I don't like that.
No, I don't know.
When I hear like splatting sounds,
you don't like
that.
Liquids, but yet you'd watch fucking
Bartender.
Not Bartender. Well, Bartender has liquid.
See, that had the ASMR liquid. There's a difference there.
What was that? What was that one show that we watched with Drew with the big boobies?
Oh, Icon.
Yeah. That had like a lot of like
their boobs were filled with
themes.
milk. Yeah.
You'd watch
that was a comedy.
That
was pure comedy.
Oh gosh.
All right.
I don't know.
Alien 9 did not get a 9.
Sorry.
Let's put it that way.
It did not get a 9 at all. Sorry.
Sorry,
Anyway.
not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Yeah.
Fruit Plant was just trolling us. She wanted us to suffer.
Give me something better. You should know this by now.
We're just kidding. If you liked it, then great. I can see how some people would like it, but
I'm pretty.
This is not something I'd recommend to most people, though.
Since it was from 2001, I'm pretty sure if I watched it when it aired.
Well, no, I think it's a case of if you've read the manga, you're gonna like it more. Probably
that too, but also like again, in 2001, that's like when pretty much all of us started watching anime. So
all of us boomer millennials.
Shut up. I probably would have been like, oh, this is a pretty neat anime. It's
because you're also 12 and you have no idea what anything is like quality.
Yeah,
you have no standards when you're 12. Zero standards. All right, we gotta move on. Bartender.
Okay.
From 2006. All right, well, Danny, you're going to slowly improve your mood as we go along these reviews.
Yeah, exactly.
You went from bleh to meh.
No, I went to this show sucks, I hate it, to meh. This show's okay.
Yeah. So Bartender was... Here we go. Bartender's from 2006. Palm Studio. They've hardly done anything else. I think this is...
They only did like
temporary
8 shows.
studio. And you can tell because the animation is just like it's not there. There's a little bit of it, but it's very, very sparse.
The only animation that they have is the bartender pouring the drink in the glasses and him.
They got the repeat shot of him just like shaking the mixer thing.
Yeah, the shaker.
I'm not an expert on alcohol and the intricacies of it, so I'll leave that to you. But
it's a shaker.
He makes a margarita. I've heard that word before. So,
which that origin story that they talk about in that
the origin stories are kind of cool.
Yeah, but the margarita origin story is not true. I actually looked it up because
you looked it up.
Yeah.
Was that the one where it's like somebody's like dead lover or something?
Yeah. It was.
But it doesn't matter if it's true, Danny.
The competition
it just has to be true in your heart.
Yeah, well, I was kind of disappointed that it wasn't true. It was like, oh, well, that
the whole point
sucks.
The whole point of Bartender is it's 11 episodes, regular length episodes, and it's this high class bar in the Ginza district, and it's operated by this guy named Ryu, and he's like a prodigy bartender. He's like mid late 20s. He's like 26, 27, and his whole thing is like making the perfect drink for each patron who walks in. And it's kind of like, what was that food anime that came out? Like the I mean, pretty much every food anime is like that. Like, we're just gonna make the perfect food, and you're gonna feel great. You know.
I mean, Food Wars.
Yeah, there's another one that was like, oh, you go to a fantasy land and they feed you. But this,
By the way, Patron Robot.
Oh yeah, Patron
this.
Robot.
Robot. He recommended this.
Is it
to
Rob
us.
Bot?
Rob Bot.
It's all one
Rob.
word though.
Bot Rob. Butt Rob.
No, Danny, that's your job. Butt rub.
Oh, rub butts? Yeah, I do rub butts.
Danny says that at her job. She's like, all right, time for the butt rub.
No, I don't say that.
You gotta say it all
not.
unclassy too.
No, I do not. Fuck.
While
now,
you're smoking
every time.
while you're smoking a cig.
No, absolutely not. No. Anyway, continue your premise for this show.
Yeah, so I mean, he makes the perfect drinks for each patron, and they, they reflect on their life and like the choices they made, and or maybe not their whole life, but like at least some recent events.
Just controversies that they had during their lives. Like the margarita episode with the older man, and he was retiring and he was in love with this actress who, well, they were both actors when they were young, but his girlfriend was a more successful actress than he was, so he decided to drop out of being an actor and go into the family business, which was advertising. Yeah. And then, he got into this.
What episode was this?
That was episode
1 through 5, because that's how far you got.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on the wiki that lists the all the
Glass
episodes
of Regret.
and their
That's
drinks.
what it was.
They had cool episode
3.
titles. I actually like the titles for these episodes. Amber Dream.
Yes, Glass of Regret
Menu
was the
of the
margarita episode.
Yeah, the wiki gives the featured cocktail in every episode. There's like one featured cocktail, and at the end of each episode, they teach you how to make it, or like they give you very basic instructions.
Which I thought that was pretty cool too during the ending with the whole OP, and like they actually had like live people in that, and then at the end they show you the drink that they made. Yeah. So
the music actually really helps this too. I gotta admit, that's like one of the probably the best part of this is the music. Yeah, for me.
This music was definitely really good. It definitely had the vibe of a dive bar. That's kind of what I
jazzy.
Yeah, very jazzy. I definitely consider Eden Hall a dive bar because it's not a very. I mean, it's a very
it's expensive. It's very like upper class.
It's an upper class underrated bar.
I would not be able to afford it.
I probably wouldn't be able to afford it either, but
the ASMR is worth it. If I can sit next to the old man who narrates, oh my god, and just pour me some like champagne and seltzer, and so I can hear the trickle of the water, of the bubbling water hitting the glass.
No,
ASMR Central right there.
I could not. I got up to episode 5, and I messaged Nick. I was all like, I can't do this anymore. I'm not finishing this.
And I'm like, more like bartender.
I said it was boring, and it was boring. No offense.
Yeah, it is boring, but in a good way. This is like a good version of like a food show. There's other food shows that are just like, oishi, this is really tasty. It's like, fuck you. I don't want to hear you talk about your food.
I said this before.
He gives like the philosophy behind each drink.
Yeah, I said this before recording. But there is a live action show on Netflix, and it's called Midnight Diner, and it's based in Japan, and it's basically about this small little shop that this owner owns, and any customer that comes in, as long as he has the ingredients, he will make you any meal that you are requesting for you. From like,
I want grasshopper tempura.
Shout
out to prison school.
Literally, as long as he has the ingredients, he will make you anything that you want, and that's entertaining to me, at least. I don't know if it's because it's food, and I'm not that much of a drinker, so I can't really appreciate this show in particular, but I'm pretty sure I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more if it was actually in a live action setting rather than an animation setting.
Yeah. They could do this one in live action. It's like, There's a lot of anime like that, like Monster, Bartender.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cowboy Bebop, apparently.
Well,
which is the
we'll
thing.
see. We'll
find
how
out.
that looks. Yeah.
But yeah, Bartender is just, it's pure atmosphere. That's the whole point of the show. It's Iyashike ASMR. Like, you're just supposed to sit there and watch like one episode a day. You're not supposed to binge it. Binging Bartender is kind of like too much. It's like too much ice cream or something. I don't know. That's not a very good analogy.
It gave me brain freeze.
Yeah. Dannie froze and stopped halfway.
I was just like, I can't. I wanted to get up to at least episode 6, but I couldn't. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, because you got to watch one a day. That's how you do it. I should have said that ahead of time.
I didn't do that, so.
But for all these slow shows, yeah, you just got to watch it slowly and, just let it soak in a little bit. It's not the best show ever. The animation kind of isn't there. The character designs look kind of good, I guess.
They were like, okay.
The designs themselves were decent because they looked like real people.
I did
mostly.
I did like Ryu's design. However, I probably would have chosen a more deeper voice actor because
he's supposed to be young.
I don't know.
He's the Bishonen handsome man.
Yeah, but his appearance to me didn't match his voice.
Yeah,
especially
he sounded light.
I don't know. I think I probably would have appreciated maybe a little bit more.
The narrator had the
voice.
deep voice. The narrator guy was in the last episode, and he sat down at the bar, and I'm like, fuck yeah, it all comes full circle. We got the narrator in the house.
I don't know. I may finish it. I'll have to take a break.
Just watch one a day. That's all you got to do. It's pretty easy.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
What was your favorite drink?
Well, out of all the 5 that I watched, I probably would want to try
the Rusty Nail.
No. It was a frozen drink. It was like, I can't remember which episode it was. I think it was
not
episode
the margarita.
5. No, it wasn't a margarita.
The daiquiri?
I think it was the frozen daiquiri.
Yeah, that sounds
Yes, the
daiquiri.
Ernest
Hemingway, where he told the story about that?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, because the bartender tells like the story of like the back. He basically like reads off a wiki article of like, here's what happened with the drink.
Yeah.
But he says it all calming like.
Yeah, I definitely would want to try the daiquiri. Like I said, I'm not that much big of a drinker. So
yeah, same. I drink maybe like 5 times a year total.
Yeah, I'd also probably. I mean, even though he didn't like show this drink too much, but the cider that he gave that date, like those 2 people that were having the date in the bar, there was a cider that he
Amber
that he gave.
Dream.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I definitely would like to have a cider drink or the daiquiri. Anything that has more
ice cream right now.
Anything that's more of like a sweet setting rather than a strong like the margarita. Like I definitely would not want to have the margarita.
I love the salt.
Frozen
really
margarita would be great.
Yeah.
I definitely would not want the martini because
maybe I'm thinking of a Bloody Mary. I like those.
Well,
because you can put like food inside of it. You're like, I'm putting a fucking pickle in this
tomato
bitch.
juice. You put tomato juice and like
I'm putting a sausage
and
a pickle in there, and we're going.
I definitely wouldn't want a margarita because I've had margaritas before. My uncle used to make them, and boy, are they freaking strong! And they will get you drunk. If you want to get drunk fast, have a martini. A martini will fucking get you hammered. Whew, oh boy. No thanks. I'm good. I'll pass.
I think my favorite drink was the Black Velvet in episode 10. It was like this, the whole story of episode 10 is like this professor is like this super.
Oh, well, the title is Christmas Miracle, so that makes sense.
It's a Christmas miracle. Yeah. I love Christmas.
Christmas miracle.
They actually played like a Christmas song in the background. I'm like, yes. I think it was Last Christmas. But anyway, there's like this professor. He's like kind of not down on his luck. He's just like feeling a little bit lonely because like he went to his class reunion and people didn't want to hear about his fucking fluid dynamics thesis. Because it's like, shut up, nerd. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, he's like super obsessed with like studying and all that. And so like he sits down and like the bartender, he like makes a bet with him that he can mix champagne and beer and it turns into a black velvet. And like he pours both liquids at like the perfect velocity and timing so that they mix perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the only way to do it really. Or like, if you're going to do it two-handed the way he did it.
Okay.
And everyone's like, "Oh, Sugoi, amazing. He's one of the only bartenders in Japan who can do that." And like at the one point the bartender's like, "Anybody can learn this." And like it cuts to these other bartenders and they're like waving their hands like, "No, not anybody can learn this. It's fucking hard as shit, dude." And then the guy drinks it and he's like, "Wow, this texture, it's almost like black velvet." And everybody just falls over in their seats.
What? This is a miracle.
That was a good one.
Eh?
See, that's what I'm saying, Danny. I would say episode 9 and 10 are like the best episodes, maybe.
Well, I'll
They're all
get back
pretty
to
decent,
you
I
if I manage to pull through and watch them again.
Yeah,
So.
if you got I mean, honestly, you don't have to watch all of this. If you just watch episode 9 and 10, like in my opinion, those are the best ones. And they don't. There's not really like a big storyline through this.
Yeah,
it's like very very loose. But that's
all
about it.
all of the episodes are different, so
Yeah.
it's not like if you want to like jumble between, you're not really missing much. So.
And this is all on. Well, at the time of the recording, this is on YouTube. Just type in Bartender Anime, and there's this guy with like he has like the last 8 episodes. He doesn't have the first couple, but they're just sitting there on YouTube with like 300 views.
Huh.
It's like good quality. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. But it was recently also licensed in the UK, I think. Shout Factory. So I don't know if that's coming to America soon or not. Blu-ray UK. You can get like a reverse, like what do you call it? Like a multi-region Blu-ray player if you wanted to really import it or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, then what do we got here? Bartender. I'm gonna give it a good score. I think I gave it like a 7.
I gave it a 5.
So you're moving up though.
I'm moving up. Yeah.
If every episode was as good as like 8 and 9, I might have given it an 8. Episode 9, I think, was the best one. That was with, I won't like spoil the whole thing, but that was with like this old guy who would come into the bar, I think like once a year or like maybe once a month, and he would order like this extremely expensive drink and like hardly drink any of it, and they were always like, and then he would pay them like a huge sum of money, and the bar this is kind of a flashback to the Ryu's like training when he's learning under another guy, and he's like questioning like why was the guy paying so much and like what why are they serving him like this and like what's the reason for bartending, and then it kind of gets into that, and then it gets into like why the guy was like drinking that and why he was ordering it, and like the ending is like really good. Like the music's like flowing at the same time, and it's like oh yeah. The only thing is like on the video I watched, it didn't. At one point, the guy leaves a note. And the bartender picks it up, and none of it's translated. So I'm like, I don't know what that note said. I'll just fill in the blank.
Fuck you, you suck.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill in the blank. He picks up the note. It's just a picture of dick butt.
It says, "Will you go out with me? Yes or no?"
Yeah. No. Yes. No. Maybe. You gotta have the maybe on there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the maybe.
But yeah, episodes 9 and 10. Those are my favorite ones. There you go.
The margarita episode was mine, and the daiquiri was a pretty decent one too. I lied. I liked the second episode with the grandfather, and like how like his son and him had like a falling out because of the inns that were like the hotels that were being built around in the city, and the old man wanted to keep the traditional Japanese inns and stuff, and
half the people who walk in are like, I've worked my whole life and achieved so much, but I'm empty.
Here, have
this
drink.
This drink fucking solved everything. Away. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna learn how to do fucking tequila shots. All right, you take the salt and the lime and you smash them in your face. It's classy.
I wanted to see that old man get trashed on tequila.
Yeah. Well, one of the guys walked in. And he's like, "I broke the 10 commandments of visiting bars."
Yeah. Well, that was the margarita guy.
Oh yeah. I mix every person up, but there's a bunch of them.
So, but
I thought I wasn't liking this at first, but it's growing on me. Like I like it more.
The more you talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I might give it
a pretty good anime.
I might give it a shot again because I think that's exactly what I did wrong. Like I just binged the whole thing, and
this is an anime for intellectuals, Danny.
My brain was literally fried by the end of episode 5. You have to go big brain.
Pretend you're a big brain. That's what I did. I pretended I was very sophisticated, and I drank my LaCroix. And I'm like, I'm getting smashed right now.
You were so fancy with your LaCroix. You should have put it in like a beer glass to make you feel fancy.
Yeah, or put it in a margarita glass.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a triangle shape, so it's better. Apparently, the glass shape makes a big difference. I don't
it does.
How that works.
Yeah, it does.
Because the liquid something chemistry. I don't know. But yeah, cool. So, Bartender.
Alrighty. And last but certainly not least, Tonkatsu DJ. I forget
Agetaro.
his name. Agetaro. Thank you. I appreciate that.
This was 2016 Studio Dean, based on a manga. And this is a short, so this is only 9 minutes per episode, but it's 12 episodes.
And
this is really good soundtrack anime.
It was great.
Throw this shit on. Like
out of all three of them,
really
this
catchy.
one was the best one. So
this is the easiest to recommend to anybody. Like, I'd be like, "Oh, do you like fun? All right, here you go."
Yeah. And patron Craig recommended this to us.
And our Craig bot on our Discord who records everything is yelling at us.
Yeah, he yelled at us to make sure that we
Goliath
we watched
online. Like every time the Craig bot joins and is like recording started, it's like holy shit. Am I getting swatted?
Yeah, this one was really good. Actually, this made me want to make some tonkatsu. So.
Oh yeah, that's just like what is that? Pork? It's breaded pork.
Yes, it's pork loin. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have like cabbage and something else with it.
And rice. You can have rice with it, or you
that's
can make
a good freaking meal.
Tonkatsu ramen, which is pork loin with ramen, or tonkatsu curry. You can make anything. Tonkatsu
what is it?
oval rice.
Pork soup. They made pork soup in the last episode?
They made pork soup. Yep.
So
yeah, this one was real easy to watch.
Yeah, because the main character is a tonkatsu chef by day and a professional DJ by night.
Well, he works at a tonkatsu shop, which is run by his dad.
Yeah, it's a family business, and he helps him out. And he's like a kid. Is he high school age, roughly? Probably.
See, okay, this is what I was really confused about. Like, how is this kid going into these clubs when there's like alcohol served and everything like that? I'm guessing
he might be like exactly. Well, what's the age for Japan? Is it 18?
I think it's 20.
Know.
It's 20.
So he's probably like right at that age. So he's probably like right out of high school, is my guess.
I'm hoping, because I was really confused on how old he was. I was just like, I don't know why he's allowed to be in that club. So
yeah, he's probably about 20, 21. But yeah, this is just like a really easy watch. You can binge this one. This is like the one that you can binge.
Yeah.
It has each episode brings in like new tunes they introduce. Mm-hmm. And it's all like based on like EDM, hip hop, what do you call it? And then various other genres.
Lo-fi.
Yeah,
Lo-fi.
Sam would be a better person to do this. And what is it? R&B. I think there's a little bit in there.
Yeah, there's a little bit R&B.
Yeah, because the first DJ that he meets is this black guy who's from America.
Big Master Fly.
Big Master Fly. Like all these DJs, like DJ Oily is the other guy. That's really funny.
TJ Oily is really. I liked his character.
He's like, pay me in lard.
Yeah, that was kind of gross. I was all like, that's kind of nasty, but okay.
Like, that's smart. It's bartering.
Yeah, no, I like Big Master Fly. The only thing that I would have to the only flaw that I would say this show has was whenever Master Fly came on screen, especially in
he would force project
Agetaro,
like Obi-Wan
Kenobi. Oh frick, Figment of Imagination.
He's a Force ghost.
The English voice would be playing, but then there would be a Japanese voice over that. And I'm like, I'm hearing two different voices, and this is really annoying. And I'm trying to understand what the English is saying, but I can't help but reading the subtitles.
Just read the subtitles. That's all that matters.
It was really annoying.
You don't notice it as much when you watch it at 1.5 speed.
Yeah, but literally, honestly, just have one or the other. Like, either have him speaking Japanese or just keep the English over it and just have, your Japanese subtitles.
Yeah.
That's all.
The worst is one that's like, they're speaking Chinese and there's both subtitles on there.
Oh,
it's like Chinese and then Japanese and then like English is overlaid on there somewhere. There's like fucking 5 languages on the screen.
Yeah.
That's not this show. That's other shows. But
pick one or the other. No, don't have English and Japanese over it, because that's just confusing for a lot of people.
But yeah,
that's
that's
me.
Besides that, like this show is like super fun, super chill. Agetaro learns like different ways to DJ. And he just jumps right in. He's like super excited about learning, like instantly. He's like, I'm gonna be DJ.
Because when he was watching Big Master Fly DJ, he saw the same image of his dad cooking tonkatsu. So, and he kind of put 2 and 1 together, like, oh, so DJing is kind of like making tonkatsu. So, and all like the sounds that he hears in the music and stuff.
Yeah, they take samples of the sizzling. They add it to their tracks.
The popping of the tonkatsu being made in the oil, and
DJ Oily's just standing there with a microphone in front of the in front of his
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this music I really enjoyed this, especially with all the different DJs that came in. I think the female tag team was my favorite.
Oh yeah, spicy and
sweet and spice
sauce. The part where he's like playing for them and they're like, wow, I really like your playing, and he like his face melts into some tonkatsu and then like spices pour onto his face.
Yeah.
That's like very like the directing in this was actually my favorite of all 3, I think, because it was just crazy. Like the characters, like their designs were pretty simple, and they there weren't that many frames, but they made use out of everything in a comical way. Mm-hmm. Like when they're at the Korean guys DJ event.
Oh yeah, the EDM. Yeah,
and he like
episode.
Dives over and like grabs his
grab the hat.
He, like flies like Superman.
Yeah, and he's all like, oh, he's handsome and he's clumsy and he can grab things or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. The chill out episode was really hysterical because
I love that one.
At the end of that, he was, no one could find him, but then they opened up the walk-in freezer and he was like frozen solid, and it literally took 3 days for him to thaw out or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my brand right there. Chill out.
Chill out.
No words.
Chill Out was definitely a lo-fi homage.
Freaking love lo-fi, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Best genre. There you go. I like how he is just so gung-ho about everything, and like really he like is optimistic about everything. Like the one guy's trying to sabotage him, and he's like, oh, he's just being very intent on my performance or something.
Right.
He's like, it's like my dad. There's pressure. If you can't withstand tonkatsu, busy hour, then you can't, you don't belong here.
You're not a master of it or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just like grabbing all the records behind him, and the punk was all like, whoa, he's doing even better than he was before. Like, how is this possible? And everything, this and that and the third. And then the last episode, he would the guy that was bullying him, they were like walking in the snow, and like his crew was all like, let's go back, like we'll freeze to death, and he's all like, I ain't owing that kid nothing. Like,
yeah. that's the hip-hop guy.
Yeah, no, this was really enjoyable, definitely easy to watch for sure. And this you can find on Crunchyroll, actually.
Yeah, this is on Crunchyroll, so I think most anime fans have Crunchyroll, or even if you don't sub to it, you can just watch it for free on there, and there's like an ad.
Mm-hmm.
But there you go.
Or if you have VRV, it's on there as well.
It's also on YouTube in Spanish, so there you go.
In Spaniard. Nice.
I don't think it's officially on there. I think somebody just loaded it up, so
I'm
pretty sure that's not the official thing.
Probably. Whoops. Anyway. So what do we rate this?
I gave it also a 7, but in a different way.
In a different way?
It's like it's the same score as Bartender for me, but it's not as big brain. It's more like just enjoyment.
Little brain?
Although you could analyze the show and talk about the philosophy behind all of it, but it's just like a fun ride. It's just kind of a ride, You go along and you watch it for like 2 hours total.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
It's like less than that actually.
Maybe
it's
like
just
an
good.
hour
It's fun.
and a half. Yeah. I also gave it a 7. So went up.
4.57 and
4.57.
5.77. That's what we gave them.
So.
Wait, what did you give Bartender again? Oh,
I gave
5.
Bartender a 5, and
Okay,
then
that makes sense.
Alien 9 a 4.
Like I said, I think Tonkatsu DJ I could recommend to anybody. Bartender I could recommend to maybe half of people, and then Alien 9 maybe like nobody.
Don't watch
no,
it.
Just kidding. One person. Fruit. There you go.
Fruit. They already watched it though. They're recommending.
Yeah, I know.
Recommending to us.
No, I mean if you like the weird stuff, then Alien 9 is worth seeing. But yeah, Tonkatsu DJ. I think since Bartender's new, or not new, but like new to me, I've already seen Tonkatsu DJ. I'm gonna say like I like Bartender a little bit more right now.
Yeah,
it's the big brain. It's the intellectual. If you know that somebody is a snob when they have Bartender as one of their favorite anime, like on their 3x3. That's how you know they're trying to like look all like smart. It's like fuck you. It's not on your 3x3. It might be though.
Yeah, if I didn't binge it, I probably would have liked it a little bit more. But like I said, I think I just have to watch an episode a day.
Yeah.
And see. But I really liked Tonkatsu DJ a lot.
This was just super upbeat. It was like it was all positivity. There was almost
very
no negativity
positive,
to it,
yeah.
and it left me feeling good at the end of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like energized.
It was great. It definitely felt. It gave you a sense of like this was a feel good anime. This is awesome. And apparently there's a live action for it too.
Oh, nice. They can't do the crazy animation style though in live action.
Yeah.
As long as it's still funny, that's fine.
I'd have to watch a couple of clips to see if it's funny. I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, yeah. So thank you, Fruit, Robot, and Craig for wrecking these for us. And like I said, keep them coming, and we'll definitely see if we can do a more longer show in the near future.
Probably not till November, December, because we already got October set up.
Yeah.
I would say maybe December, just to be safe. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see.
But we'll definitely resend the links so that more of you can send your submissions. And if any of you guys who are not part of our Patreon family and you want us to watch a show that you like, become a Patreon and maybe, we'll pick your show. So, but yeah.
You get the special color on your name in Discord.
Oh yeah.
So people know that you're not a moocher.
Special color.
No, I'm just kidding. Anybody can join the Discord. Like the Discord is like the best part, honestly.
Yeah, we're very active on there. So, anyway, alrighty. Well, see y'all next time.
Oh, let me do the quote from Bartender.
Oh God, go ahead. Hurry up.
Memories are proof that one has lived.
Okay. Goodbye.
I can't do the old man voice.
It's fine. You don't have to. Okay. So long, everyone.